Hello, very warm welcome. Let's talk about Yuki Tsunoda, the Formula 2 driver. Strong rumours, strong links that he is going to replace Danny Kvyat in 2021 at AlphaTauri. Now, this would not surprise me. I do follow Formula 2 and I have been watching the full season. Yuki Tsunoda needs to finish in the top 6 to get some super license points, enough super license points to be able to drive in Formula 1. As we talk now, there's 2 rounds to go in Bahrain. He lies 3rd in the championship, so he's guaranteed to finish in the top 6. Mick Schumacher and Callum Ilott are going to fight for the title. Yuki Tsunoda would need an absolute miracle to win the title. But as long as he gets in the top 6, he's eligible and will have enough points to drive in Formula 1. Red Bull. Now, they used to have so many coming through the ranks. Red Bull don't have that many young drivers coming through at the minute. They've got Yuki Tsunoda, they've got Yuri Vips, but he's going to need another year in Formula 2 before he can be promoted. They've got 4 seats on the grid, 2 at Red Bull, 2 at AlphaTauri. Max, guaranteed at Red Bull. We don't know who's going to fill the other seat. Albon needs to pick up his game. Hulkenberg Perez linked, maybe Gasly. Then AlphaTauri, guaranteed Pierre Gasly's going to stay because he's been performing really well, won a race. Yuki Tsunoda, it fits well as well because Yuki Tsunoda is a Japanese driver and AlphaTauri run Honda engines and the Japanese link. Obviously Honda will leave at the end of 2021 though, but I do watch Formula 2, I've been keeping an eye. I like to watch Formula 2 to keep an eye on the up and coming talents and people that are going to get to Formula 1 are the likes of Callum Ilott, Mick Schumacher, Robert Schwartzman and Yuki Tsunoda. He did win at Belgium, I remember that race. Mazepin pushed him wide. At the time I thought it was a nonsense penalty and I still do, but yeah, Yuki Tsunoda got the win after Mazepin was given a 5-second penalty. But it's interesting, the Japanese driver who drives for the Carlin team in Formula 2 has to get in the top 6. He's guaranteed to do that, and there's big strong links that he will replace Danny Kvyat. Now Red Bull have never liked Danny Kvyat, let's be honest. If you like a driver, you don't drop him 3-4 times, play with his mindset, destroy his confidence. I mean, people actually forget, but out of Alexander Albon, Gasly and Kvyat did the best job out of them 3 at Red Bull. He got podiums, he beat Daniel Ricciardo in the season, but you got to be capable of winning a race, and Daniel Ricciardo had won a race in 2014, so he was a proven Grand Prix winner. Kvyat's never won a race, only got a couple of podiums, and then because Max was the hottest prospect, Red Bull had to promote him, otherwise Ferrari or Mercedes would have snapped him up. And of course it was the right decision, but Danny Kvyat is having a tough season against Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly's bruising him this season. Pierre Gasly has 53 points, a Grand Prix win at Monza. Kvyat's got 14. Gasly 53. Kvyat 14, and it looks like Kvyat's going to lose his seat. Now they are only rumours, you never know, rumours, but Yuki Tsunoda, it would fit perfectly. Japanese link, Japanese engine in AlphaTauri, probably will partner Pierre Gasly. I'd be very good if Red Bull go outside the box and go for a Hulkenberg or Perez. I can't, honestly, if I'm going to call it now, I think Kvyat and Albon will be out. And I don't think there's any way back. But the only saving grace for Albon is that Gasly gets promoted to Red Bull, he stays at AlphaTauri, and he'll be up against Yuki Tsunoda. But strong links, the Japanese driver, will end up in F1 in 2021. Interesting to see, and I always say there's no point at the lower formulas if you don't promote the talent. We saw it last year. Nick de Vries won the championship and his reward was a Formula E seat. This year, Mick Schumacher, Callum Ilott, we don't know yet who's going to win the title. It's going to be a showdown in Bahrain. Them two could both end up on the grid. One of them could, one of them couldn't. But high chance Mick Schumacher will. Is Yuki Tsunoda. Comment down below. Would love to know your thoughts. Who's going to be at Red Bull in 2021 and who's going to be at AlphaTauri? Max guaranteed. Who's going to partner Max? Is it Albon? Is he going to pick up his performances? A Perez, a Hulkenberg? Stick Gasly back in there. Who's going to be at AlphaTauri? Tsunoda, Gasly. Gasly, Kvyat. Tsunoda, Albon. We don't know. But strong from what I read, and there's a journalist that I particularly like, strong links. Every time he reports them, it usually is spot on the mark. And I think Kvyat is going to be out. He's had a decent F1 career, 2014. Beat Daniel Ricciardo, and people forget that he beat Daniel Ricciardo, but obviously Max is the hottest prospect. But it is looking like Yuki Tsunoda will drive for AlphaTauri in 2021. I must stress they're only rumours, but I could see this one happening, especially with a Japanese link. It's a big shame Honda are leaving the sport though. But I would love to see a Hulkenberg Perez with Max. That's two drivers consistently in the points, and they can play games with strategy against Mercedes. They can't do that now because Albon's always in the midfield and fighting back through when he should be guaranteed at worst fourth. And then, we'll bring Albon in, we'll pull him on fresh tyres, and then Max can go. But they can't do it. So Max is fighting against two Mercedes who are in a better car, and Max can't do anything because he's not got a second driver to back him up. So, looking like Yuki Tsunoda will be in that AlphaTauri for 2021. Obviously, he's got to finish his Formula 2 season, but he's only got to get in the top 6. He's in 3rd right now, so I mean, all he really needs to do is score points in the Bahrain races, and he could be in Formula 1. Could be the first Japanese driver since... Who was the last Japanese driver? Kobayashi? Was it Kobayashi? We've had Takuma Sato. He was a great driver, doing really well in Indy car. Won the Indy 500 actually. Kobayashi famously got that podium at Japan. We could see another Japanese driver on the grid in Yuki Tsunoda. Let's see what happens. Any breaking news, I will cover it. Comment down below, we'll always reply. Get involved in the interactive channel. There is MUFC Racer. Come on.